Be hard to kill. Be easy to love. Be kind with your words. Be generous with your time. Be ready to strike. Be controlled with your temper. Be open to growth. Be willing to heal. Be protective of your reputation. Be respectful of all. Be ready with a plan for violence. Fellas, masculinity is a gift from God, and it's to be shared with humanity. Never dim your light.
I'm a warrior. I go to the core. I am invictus. Nothing crushes me, nothing. Doesn't even come close. And if it does, I rise again and again and again.
It's pushing the water, and there's a jogger, actually. Look at this. Wow. It's a Florida man right there for you, Blake, jogging in the hurricane.
Don't be careful, be competent. Don't be afraid to be afraid, but just work towards being competent at everything you do. And that is a lifelong pursuit in everything. The way that I've done things is just study and work and learn and just be unrelenting about it. When I'm interested in something, I'm just constantly studying and learning and learning and learning, and then applying. And find knowledge. What's true for you is true for you. Don't compromise your own reality for anyone else.
Man, I did it for me, bro. I don't need no one's respect. Like I said, bro, I've been in the darkness. You know, I got 70 messages, text messages. You know, I've been knocked out before. No one called me. Not my mom, not my dad, nobody. I've been in the darkness, so I had something to prove to myself. No offense, but everybody. They all went against me.
Listen, I'm not scared of these guys. These guys think they intimidate me, and they think that I think that they're scared. Oh well, if they're scared, that's on them. I'm gonna bring the pain to them, and that's all it is. Then we're gonna see how tough you are. Tough guy. I like tough guys. All the time in prison, I always ran these guys. They were tough. When they was in, they ain't tough. When they get confronted, they ain't tough. When I bring that pain to them, they ain't tough. They ain't never. They think they know they've been around crazy niggas. Oh no, they don't know one. They don't know a crazy nigga. No, they really don't.
Guess what? After all this alone, I ain't got nobody. That's where the comes from. I ain't got nobody to push to this level. That's my darkness. That's why I laugh at these think they know me. You think you know me? Come into my dungeon. It's a lonely dungeon because you don't want to do alone every day. Train this hard by yourself. Come on, man. And this is, you see me breathing heavy? Exactly. So imagine the level I go to. Let's get it, Izzy.
Somebody call the police.
I am cold. I am emotionless. I am zen, at peace, ready for war.
Champion is like, a lot of people think it's just hardware. I wore this shirt because he said I wasn't a champion. Champion's right here, bro. I just proved it. I'm the best in the world when it comes to this game.
You see that man right there? Do you remember him? You gotta block out everything and be in the moment. Not the past, not the future, right now.
You're never gonna please everyone. Stop worrying about keeping everybody happy in the room. It doesn't exist. Remember that.
And all like, what does it matter? What does it matter? It just passes. Yo, if I disappear, like, who cares? Nobody cares, man. Seriously. Yo, and that's okay. That's life, okay? It just passes. It just passes.
Somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow.
Nobody cares, you know. At the end of the day, nobody cares. What we're going through, how your body feels, nobody cares. We gotta do our job, and we emphasize that to each other again today. You know, hey, I got your back, you got mine. Nobody cares, man. We gotta go.
Nobody, don't you understand? Nobody cares about all the trials and tribulations of your weak, cut life.
Right? You want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do? You're gonna be misunderstood by everybody because you're gonna be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of people. It is. But if you want to go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you do, you've arrived.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. And after what you've gone through, if you haven't done that by now, it ain't gonna never happen.
When you are misunderstood to the point where people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning? You just got through doing an op for 13, 14 hours at the Ranger School, man, at the gym. What is wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me. And that's why I'm so glad you don't, because I'm in the right spot. When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive, where people are like, what the?
You want to become best, you want to become champion, and now you want to say like you tired? Who cares? You tired or not? Nobody cares about you. Even you, if you're gonna watch fight, you just watch fight. They walk out inside the cage, they fight, and they leave. You don't know what happened behind the scenes. This is not your business. Nobody cares about this.
Yeah.
He was tired, he have personal problem, family. Nobody cares. You don't know, like, you just see how he fight and he go.
Yeah.
And for this one, you have to train so hard. If you don't want, halas.
Unchosen suffering is going to happen in life. Your parents are going to pass away, loved ones are going to die, your relationships are going to break down, your body is going to fail you, you're going to become ill or sick or destitute. Things are going to happen that you have no control over. And the only way that you can prepare yourself for unchosen suffering is with chosen suffering.
Right.
You can elect to put yourself into a position to become a stronger alloy of whatever the metal is that you're made of. And by purposefully choosing difficult things, you will armor yourself against that situation. It's still going to suck. But think about how much more fragile you would be if you hadn't overcome all of this stuff.
Without you or with you, there is always gonna be champions. With your name, this is your choice. You wanna put your name there? Okay, work hard. No? Bye-bye.
They don't care, you know. The effect that I have on the universe is so freaking small. Nobody cares. I'm the only one putting the pressure on me. Nobody gives a damn about it. So that's why they help me to perform now. That's how some younger guy, they say, yo, I'm nervous, how do you... I heard you don't sleep well the night before. I said, yeah, it's true, I don't sleep well. It's like, what is your trick? How do you find a way to sleep well? It's like, I don't really sleep well either nowadays. It's like, well, how do you feel better about it? It's like, I just know that I'm not gonna sleep well and it's not gonna affect the outcome of the competition. It's just a normal thing. You learn how to deal with it better. You're not gonna change it.
Yeah.
You just accept it.
Yeah.
The stress is your friend, man. That's gonna make you react. That's gonna be on the edge.
People criticize because it helps them justify the risks they chose not to take, in the hopes that it'll dissuade you from doing it so that you can be in the exact same position as them, which then justifies that they made the right call.
Most of this generation quits the second they get talked to. You did this wrong, or they get yelled at. It's so easy to be great nowadays because everybody else is, most people are weak. This is a softened generation. So if you have any mental toughness, any ability, if you have any fraction of self-discipline, the ability to not want to do it but still do it.
What's wild about the fear that people have when they're starting out is that they say things like, I have nothing going for me. I have no advantages. I have nothing to my name. I have no money. I have no network. I have no resources. But using Rory Sutherland's reframing, it also means that you have nothing to lose, which makes you incredibly dangerous. And I think people wildly underestimate how many shots on goal you can take when you have nothing to lose. Whereas when someone has something to lose, they have to be more and more selective about the shots they take. And so you have the perfect conditions for taking risk because the worst case scenario is baseline, is where you're currently at.
Don't quit. Get off your butt. Get out of those stands. Get in the arena. Get dirty. Get sweaty. Get bloody. Get knocked down. Get back up. Get knocked down again. Get back up. And when people point at you and laugh at your failure, say, yeah, I'm in the arena with a sword in my hand. And you're sitting up there in the stand with a biscuit in yours. Who's more proud?
Whenever I get to a low point where I think, why do I even bother? I just remind myself, this is where most people stop. and this is why they don't win. And this relates to another one, which is a reminder for the gladiators in the arena who feel beat up and scarred with no hope in sight. Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like, and this is why most people can't do it, but you can.
When you turn around, you're gonna see something that put a smile on your face. It's gonna make you turn around the next day for action.
When you change, everything will change for you. When you get better, everything will get better for you. That's where I picked up that phrase, for things to change, you've got to change. You don't have to change the marketplace. You don't have to change the marketing plan. You don't have to change the economy. You don't have to change countries. You don't have to change circumstances out there. All you've got to do is look within and see if you can change yourself for the better. And as you change, things will start to change for you.
When you get to the point where all you want to do is be successful, as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. And I'm here to tell you, number one, that most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to go days without, listen to me, you got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat.
So many people, they want to go somewhere, but they don't want to move. What do they expect? They expect us to pick them up and carry them there? No. What is it today that you've been wanting, but to be honest with you, you haven't yet gotten? I will almost guarantee you the reason that your want and desire is far from being fulfilled by achieving it is because you haven't taken action necessary. So today, don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't wish for it. Go for it. Dive, move, start, act. Trust me, it's the only way to get there.
What I love about this, guys, it's in the middle of the set. It's like the journey of your life. Like you're born, you lift the weight up. It feels light at first. And as you keep going, it gets harder and harder and harder. So what happens is your physical strength has left the ability. The only thing left to override the differential of continuing the journey or stopping the journey is the mental strength. And you start to develop that. And mentally, you have a number in your head you're going for, even though your body's physically hit failure. You keep pushing past mentally. 3 more. And when you finish it, you're like, God damn, man. I'm so glad I believed in myself. I'm so glad I didn't sell myself short, because at the end of the day, if you don't believe in yourself, who can you ever expect to? You guys must be the now of what you want to be later.
No one does when they begin. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started. If I had to know everything about connecting people before I got started, I never would have built Facebook. Movies and pop culture just get this all wrong. The idea of a single eureka moment is a dangerous lie. It makes us feel inadequate, because we feel like we haven't had ours yet. And it prevents people with seeds of good ideas from ever getting started in the first place.
Because the outcome of what they're doing is more important than how they feel that morning. It's cold, it's hot, I didn't sleep well, I had a nightmare, I don't feel like it, it's gonna hurt. Who gives a crap, right? The disciplined person takes action no matter what. The self-developed person takes action no matter what. The self-mastered and self-developed person is also someone who has developed impulse control. You're able to lock in and stay focused.
What do you do on the days when you're just not feeling it?
Those days
when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind. Well, what do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions. I don't really want to work out. I work out. I really don't want to hammer on a project. I hammer on the project. Don't really want to get up and get out of bed. Yeah, I get up and get out of bed.